You are listening to the Forkman and Champ podcast. Make sure you sub now at iTunes, Spotify, and check them out on Facebook as well.
Oh, yeah. G'day, and welcome to episode number 50 of the Forkman and Champ podcast. We're the two friends who really enjoyed each other's company so much that we decided, to make a podcast for you guys.
Is that the best tagline for a podcast ever? Two guys who enjoy each other's company. I
know. We had probably only two guys out there who enjoy one another company so much that we decided we had to make
There's a lot of people out there pretending to enjoy each other's company, but really,
yeah, you can't.
Do we enjoy each other's company, or are we so scared of being alone that we put on this facade that we just pretend we like hanging out with each other, so we're not just sitting at home doing nothing by ourselves?
It could be either of them, I reckon. But to be honest,
I think we enjoy each other's company. But man, I definitely enjoy your company.
But I definitely enjoy your company too, Champ.
Well, I'm glad we've got to the bottom of this.
It's my favorite time of the week or month or
whenever we can be fun.
Or whenever we do it. Whenever we decide to record. How have you been since last podcast?
Yeah, man, I've been good. Just kind of hanging out, crunching through lockdown. Started jogging a bit again. It was kind of a nice weekend. The Blues weren't playing, so I didn't have to get disappointed. And then
you didn't have to get your heart broken again.
Didn't get my heart broken, mate. But just kind of been working, hanging around, going into my classical music now. I think a concert I'm going to on Sunday.
You want to be careful saying hanging around.
Hanging around my house.
Okay, I would hope so. Like, you haven't been hanging around the local primary school, have you?
No, I've been hanging around, just around, mate, just around. I'm everywhere.
Okay, but I'm happy to know you haven't been hanging around outside schools or whatever.
Oh, man.
Because then we may have a problem.
Yeah, we might. But luckily, I have not been, Forkman. Just been hanging around the airport, really.
I've been hanging around the airport. Nice.
Admiring
all the planes?
Yeah, seeing the planes. Yeah, it's good seeing planes land. You forget how, they're big, but then when you see one and you're standing next to it, you're like, fuck, that's huge. They're massive.
Yeah,
they fly.
How
do you get bloody fucking, 10, 15, 20 tons of metal, however much they weigh, up in the air is beyond me, bro. It's magic.
Yeah, it is. I've always wanted to be a pilot, but I have never, done it. Pilot school, because I reckon if I did pilot school, I would probably crush the plane or something, and everyone would be dead.
Yeah. I don't think. Oh, you sell yourself short. If you put a lot of time to it, you could do it. You have to practice. So it's no walk in the park.
Yeah, but I don't think I have that patience to fly a passenger plane with a lot of people on there.
I think you're too headstrong. I think you just run straight into it. You would just go, yep, taking the plane up, first day. Don't worry, I'll work it out. You'd watch a YouTube tutorial, and then you would just go, yeah, I got this, mate. Don't worry about it.
It'll be I do that, and the plane would crash land in the middle of the MCG or something.
Oh, jeez.
On grand final day.
Grand final day, yeah.
And kill the whole of the Carlton Football Club.
Oh, mate, it's Carlton on grand final day, mate. When you're crashing this plane, 2032, mate, that's a while away.
Well, you know me. Slowly does it by the time the plane gets up.
We just said the opposite about you. We just said you just moved things too fast, and now you're saying slowly does it.
Yeah, but I move things too fast.
Yeah.
By the time I have my plan in place to fly a plane, it'll be 2032, and Carlton will be playing the grand final, and I'll die.
You'll die, man. You'll
die.
Grand
final day.
You'll die doing what you love, though. Totally.
Like killing the Carlton Football Club. Is that what I love doing?
be doing. Really riling me up by doing that.
Yeah. Anyway. What have I? You want to know what I've been up to?
Nah, I'm all right.
You don't want to know what I've been up to?
Nah, that's all good, man. We talked about it before the podcast. I already know.
No, but I've been,
Oh, you can tell the listeners.
I've been studying
Oh, what have you been studying?
studying how to be
Fly
a
and
champ.
plane? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, studying how to be a champ and how to, well, be like the champ.
I don't know why you'd study that, mate.
I have no idea either. It may be a mistake,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. But hey, anyway, moving right along. So, champ, do you believe it? We've finally made it to episode number 50. Who would have thought at this time last year we would have made 50 episodes of the podcast? I know for a fact that I didn't. Okay, we have lost the champ. Hey, you know what I could do right now? And champ wouldn't know because I don't think he's talking. Do we have the champ back? Met the champ. We have lost the champ. In the podcast, we have lost the champ. Okay, he had gone out. So now it only Forkman. Don't tell champ what we're talking about right now. Did it between you and me? And no one else. The champ won't know. The champ won't know what we are saying. Well, he may know what I am saying, but I think if he can hear me, I reckon the champ had a big head. That between you and I. Oh my God. Mr. Champy had gone offline. What, is he there? You there?
Hello?
You're
Yeah,
there.
sorry, I dropped out. I don't know what happened.
You didn't hear anything we said about you, did you?
No.
Okay, good. So anyway, where were we? We were talking about we finally made it to episode number 50. And at this time last year, no one knew we were going to get to episode number 50 of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought we would have made 30 and the coronavirus would have been over and we would have been back to our day-to-day lives.
Back to it, man. But now this is our life now. We're podcasters.
Yeah, we are. And by the way, I have some news for you about some really exciting news, but I'll go into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah. How do you feel being 50 episodes in?
You know, there was a while there when we were tracking up when we were in the 40s and we were getting really close. And the closer I got, the more scared I'd be that we wouldn't make it. But we made it in the end.
Well, did you think you were going to die?
Who knows in this wild world what will happen?
Yeah, you never know. You could get anything.
You've given up. I've given up on trying to predict what happens next, mate. Just playing the hands as I get them.
Nice. By the way, how are your footy career coming along?
I got training tonight, so we're playing against a pretty team that's not doing too well this year.
So you may have a win.
So we might have a win, but more importantly, hopefully they'll be like, well, you know, it's round 11. We got to get this guy in now. Otherwise, what are we doing? So we got a team that's not very good, and then next week we've got a pretty good team. So hopefully I get played.
Yeah, the champ has to play. If not, that team are gonna lose.
If not, I'll be very disappointed.
You'll cry?
I won't cry. I'll probably get mad, have a few beers, and then watch a funny video and be fine.
Well, if you don't get in this time, I reckon you should try out for a new team.
Yeah, I think I might do that next season. I'll see how I go.
Northern Bullets.
Oh man, well that's my they're
They
not
used to be Carlton.
Yeah, so Northern Bull Ants, so they're Prem C, so they're a better team than me, but they're Prem C. They haven't won they've got a VFL team and a VAFA team. So I think the VAFA team is going to get relegated out of Prem C because they haven't won a game. They got moved up.
What are you
Div
in?
1.
Are you in Prem C or?
I'm in Div 3, so it goes Prem A, B, C, Div 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're in Div 3.
What do you reckon they'll go down to?
So they'll go down to Div 1. And yeah, so they'll go down to Div 1.
You could try out for them, I reckon. You could probably make their team.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're in a higher div than us, but yeah, I think I'll just go to a club with the thirds that's nearby. Like
How about the
Preston's a bit
Coburg
far.
Lions?
Yeah, I mean, Coburg Lions is a VFL team, so I don't think so.
You could play for their all abilities team. You'll get a game then.
Maybe. I mean, I had a friend who did that, and he got best. He got the BNF.
You know what I mean? Because they have an all abilities team.
Yeah, man, you could go to team mate. Well, man, you could play together.
Yeah.
Man, you tag team mate. We'll be Chris Judd and Cousins, mate.
What
Jones,
is your disability? Because you're gonna have to have a disability.
I thought it was all abilities. I'm confident. It's all abilities. I'm able. I don't know. Maybe. Well, you know, man. What's my biggest flaw? Big head.
Your head.
Yeah, my big head. I can't. My toe.
Your toe is kind of bent. Remember?
Yeah, my toes are kind of bent.
Yeah.
That's because of all the bushwalking. The bushwalking ruined them.
Yeah.
Just going that one bushwalk where I just walked 40 k's a day for like 5 days, and it's just might as well just hit my toes with a bloody hammer.
Yeah, so there we have it. You're going to join their all abilities team next year. I will too, and we'll dominate.
We'll dominate, mate. We'll be the Wiedering and Jones, mate. Backline, mate. Nothing's getting past us, mate.
Now, Champ, during the week, I had a interesting conversation with you on the phone because you bought something really interesting at the supermarket.
No, that wasn't. I didn't do that. I was repeating a joke that I heard. No, you bought something, and I said, "Was it this?"
No, you
and
bought
I was just
something.
repeating a joke. What did I buy?
You bought a mop bucket.
Oh, mop bucket. Sorry, I thought we were talking about that other thing, which I'll talk to you about after the show.
We'll talk about that on the show.
I bought a new mop bucket, man. It was one of those sad things where, you know, you hit a point in your life and you're like, wow, I got a new mop bucket. This is going to be great. Because before this, like, it's a proper mop bucket. It's one that you stand on and you kind of press down on it and it squeezes the water out of the mop. And before that, I never had one because I was just like, they're too expensive.
Did you have a
they were like, they got down in price. No, I had like a normal bucket. I had one of those mops with, like, you know, the plastic thing on the thing, and you just push it down the mop, or one of the ones that's just a sponge on a stick, really.
Okay. And then you were like, no, I need to move up in life, so I'll get myself a proper mop bucket. How did it make you feel what were you like when you were buying it, when you paid for it?
I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be sick, bro. I can't wait to get my floors, man, because we had a bit of a spill, and we had pretty grubby floors.
I know. What did you spill?
The recycling bin leaked. The recycling bin leaked on the way to drop the recycling downstairs, and so it was just like, you know, old beer and crap. So it was a bit sticky and gross, and yeah, man, I was like, well, give me a bit of this Earth Power natural eucalypt floor wash. Good for the environment kind of stuff, mate, and left the house smelling like eucalypt, which is always lovely. But the real flip side is that I thought the bucket was going to be the big news, but the mop, right? The mop's got a scourer attachment on it.
No way.
Yeah, so I was
can
kind
you
of like,
clean the stove with it too?
Yeah, you clean the stove with it, mate. You could wipe your ass with it, mate. That's how good the mop is.
I wouldn't go wiping my ass with a scourer.
Yeah, come on, Fork, man. How'd you get it clean?
Could you imagine all the little bits and pieces that you would find in your ass afterwards?
Oh, yeah, man.
Like all the metal bits.
Oh, the metal bits,
You'll be shitting out metal for the next 2 months.
Yeah. Maybe it's a bad call. But no, I'll tell you what, man, it did a wonder, because I was working on the floors, mate, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to really overload this with floor cleaner. And then I was like, no, wait, let me just put a bit of elbow grease, get a scourer going. Don't have to get down on all fours, mate. But it came off, bloody lickety split, mate. It was bloody fantastic.
Yay. You're gonna have to send us a photo of your mop.
Yeah, I'll send a photo of the mop and the bucket, mate.
Yeah, and the bucket.
It's good shit, mate. It's good stuff.
So, okay, so we're gonna rate this mop bucket out of a 10.
Oh yeah, how many mop buckets out of 10?
Yeah, how many mop buckets out of 10 is the mop bucket?
I'll give the mop bucket. It's probably maybe 7, 8 mop buckets out of 10, I reckon.
Okay.
The mop itself.
The mop? Yeah, the mop.
It's got a bit of a problem with the head. If you mop too hard, the head kind of twists a bit. And it's kind of the spread of like the little tendrils at the bottom isn't the best sometimes if you're really going at it. So I'd probably give it an 8 mops out of 10 mops.
To 8 out of 10 mops.
Awesome.
That's pretty good for a mop. I would give my mop like a 6 out of 10 mops.
Oh man, you should have seen the mop I was using before this, mate. That's a 4 out of 10 mop, mate. So I think somebody snipped the tendrils, cut the tendrils because they got all matted, and then the attachment to squeeze it didn't work because there wasn't enough pressure on it because there was not enough tendrils there anymore. We couldn't even squeeze it properly.
Do you know who cut the tendrils?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was my housemate Curry who did it.
Is he the chef or that's the guy?
It's the grumpy guy.
Oh, Grumpy. Yeah, you should say Grumpy. That way I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Grumpy. He ruined that last mop.
So Grumpy is a mop murderer.
He's a mop murderer. He's a bad man.
Should we report it to the FBI, the Grumpy guy?
The female body inspectors? No, we will. We'll report it to the feds, mate. The mop unit at the feds, mate.
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays away from my beautiful mop of auburn hair.
The AFP.
Yeah. The AFP.
We'll be investigating.
The AMP, mate. The Australian Mop Police.
Yeah, we'll be investigating him real soon.
Investigating for crimes against mop humanity.
We'll have to ban him from the podcast too.
We'll ban him from the podcast. Ban him from Mop Shop, mate. You should see, mate. He's going to go to a Port Adelaide game and go after Stephen Motlop, mate. He's a bad man. He's a bad fella.
We'll have to the Port Adelaide game. Stephen Motlop.
Moplop.
Motlop would have to.
He thinks his name's Moplop, not Motlop. The fool. He's going to go after him. He doesn't even care.
He'll have to he'll have to get special protection that game or not play.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we need to get an AFP officer, mate. Detail, mate. Full detail, mate.
Yeah, like they'll be on the field, like sitting next or in the crowd, sitting next to people. No one would know.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my mop review.
I like your mop review in episode 50 of the podcast, a mop review, finally. Betty, I hope that if you're looking for a mop, get the mop the champ was just talking about.
Get the mop. I'll read the brand name. I've got it here. It's a Sabaco antibacterial yarn mop from Bunnings. Bought it from Bunnings Warehouse. Only $13.
Only $13. Yeah, go down to your local Bunnings.
Going like a Bunnings, mate.
Brighton Bunnings.
You know what to ask for now. No excuses.
I know we are not sponsored by them.
No, yeah, not yet, mate.
Okay, now, champ. I told you I bought a new toy over the week.
Yeah?
You know? Yeah?
Yeah.
And what were your first thoughts about this toy that I bought?
Oh, yeah. This is a yeah. Oh, I thought it was an adult toy. Didn't you say it was a toy for an adult?
No, I did not. I said it was a new toy that I bought.
Yeah. And then you said to me, don't you find it funny how an adult, this is an original joke. It's not an original joke. You said to me, don't you find it funny how an adult toy only ever refers to something you can shove up your ass rather than like a big race car or something?
Yeah. No, you said that to me.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you said that.
I'm pretty sure you said, don't you find it funny that whenever an adult says that they have bought a new toy, people automatically think they bought some kind of sex toy? Yeah. Yes. Why do you think people think this, champ?
I don't know, because adults don't tend to buy toys unless they can put it in one of their offices, I guess.
I buy toys on a regular basis.
I mean, I guess it's because you've got a son.
Yeah, I have a son. I buy toys for him. I don't buy toys for myself.
Oh, why don't you, mate? Treat yourself.
Okay. I've got this new toy for myself.
What is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not a toy, though. I remember
it's not a toy. It's a piece of equipment.
Yeah, so say you bought a piece of equipment, not a toy.
Nah, it still is a toy to me. It's like a toy. Big boy toys or
Big boy toys.
big adult toys.
Toys for big boys.
Without enough for sex.
Oh yeah, not for sex. Yeah, sure, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if I find you've tried to shove it up your ass.
Look, I have measured it. It's probably a little bit too wide to do that.
Bit of elbow grease, mate. You'll be surprised.
No, thank you. I don't really want to go putting it up there. And a couple of sharp corners and objects on there that ain't made for going up there. There.
Yeah.
Now, Champ, what is the funniest toy you have bought that someone was like, oh, you bought a sex toy?
Funniest toy that I've ever bought someone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Or you
I
have
don't know.
bought it and someone have thought, oh, Champ that bought a sex toy.
I mean, yeah. The best one I ever bought was for my mate's wedding. I bought him a Donald Trump blow up sex doll.
You did buy a sex toy then.
Yeah, I did buy a sex toy. No, it was more of just a thing that he could have around, just because, just
Was
pat
he
it out.
into-
I thought he could put it in the front seat of his car and use the express lane when he was driving down the eastern.
With Donald Trump in the
Yeah,
passenger seat.
yeah, that's what he would do. It's a genius.
Did he used to do
You know
it?
the carpool lane? No, he didn't do it. He didn't even drive, the lazy bastard.
Oh my God. That would have been fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Carpool
But yeah,
lane, Donald Trump is your.
Donald Trump will blow up Donald Trump.
Oh, was it actually a sex toy or not a sex toy?
Yeah, it was a sex toy. I don't think it had any practical use. I think it was more of just a gag one.
Like, did he have holes or anything?
No, it had a penis. I don't know if it had any holes in it. I think it just had a penis. I guess you could have pushed the penis in, but I don't know if that would have worked very well.
Maybe the Donald Trump sex toy was for for females to pleasant themselves.
Yeah, maybe it was. I can't imagine. I think it was mainly just a gag gift. I can't really imagine anybody actually using it.
But you never know, someone might.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah,
Definitely.
okay. I'll buy you one for your next birthday or for Christmas or something, bro.
Thank you. My birthday coming up next month. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, I won't forget mine.
Cool. Now moving right on to our next segment. People, you're gonna be happy. I haven't forgotten. Yeah, it's time for
This
Forkman.
is Forkman's weekly Big Brother news roundup.
Yeah, but that guy said it's Forkman's weekly Big Brother roundup or review, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so, Champ, you may be wondering what's been happening in the Big Brother house this past week.
I always wonder that.
You probably sit there and like, I'm not watching Big Brother because I want to hear from Forkman before I watch it.
Yeah, I do. I want to be updated before I watch what I'm being updated on,
Well,
just so there's no surprises.
Well, the female, the Forkman had a little bit of a crush on. Her name was Tilly.
Oh yeah.
So on Monday night, Tilly got voted out by the housemates, but there was a catch to it. Tilly got put into another room, and none of the housemates knew about this other room. It was a mirror room, so there were mirrors everywhere. On the roof, on the floor, everywhere. There were mirrors. So she was in that mirrored room from Monday's episode till Wednesday's episode. Then on Tuesday night, another guy called Ari, he got evicted. He also went into that mirrored room. So they could leave any time they wanted by pulling out this red diamond, this red jewel. But none of them pulled that out. So they were both in there for over 72 hours together. And in the last night's episode, they got to the eviction part, or no one were getting evicted except one of the people from in the married room. So they had little boxes with like mirrors on them too, of course, because you're in the mirror room. So why not They'd have boxes that also have mirrors on them that do
Mhm.
creep people out. So
Yeah.
one of the boxes had a jewel in there in them. So I'm not too sure how many boxes it were, but there were a lot. And if you picked that box with the jewel in there, you were being affected last night. So they're like opening their boxes. None of them are like getting the jewel. And then Tilly opened her box and
Mhm.
she had the jewel in it. So she got sent home last night. Or she got evicted from the Big Brother house last night. Nice. So Tilly is now at the house. So Forkman is a little bit down about that.
Oh yeah, that sucks, man. I
I
feel
know.
for you.
Oh, thank you. I feel for myself too. But
Mm.
in exciting news, next week is Do or Die, because we'll find out who the final four by the end of next week. There'll be 4 people left who will fight it out at the live grand final, and the Australian public gets to vote for the winner of Big Brother 2021.
Mm.
It could be anyone of the remaining housemates at the moment. I'm secretly hoping that Daniel from Geelong wins, because he's a real estate agent and then he can retire. If
Oh
he
yeah,
won
nice.
Big Brother, I reckon.
Yeah, that's good. And there'll be one less real estate agent working there. That'll
Plus
be
he'd
good for
been
everyone.
he'd been seen on the Home and Away set.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So, huh?
Good for him.
Could you imagine him on the Home and Away?
I could not imagine him on Home and Away. I couldn't. I don't know what he looks like, so I would struggle to imagine him on Home and Away.
Well, look at a current affair. He would on a current affair like you, riding his
yeah.
Harley
Oh,
to a
nice.
checkpoint,
I'll have to
a
watch it.
COVID checkpoint.
Yeah.
So now moving from that Big Brother to, well, I know this used to be Betty's favorite segment of all time. So before being episode number 50, that would bring it back. Yeah, we're talking ice cream with the champ. Wonder what ice cream he had this week. But it's a vanilla one or maybe a chocolate one, but it's strawberry with spring put on top. Wonder what ice cream the champ had this week. Will it be 10 out of 10 or will it be 0? Wonder what ice cream the champ had this week. Yeah, what ice cream did the champ have this week? Yeah, had made it all a weighted return back by popular demand.
It's the ice cream review. So this week I'm reviewing the famous Macca's soft serve, which I think I might have already done, but Forkman assures me that I haven't.
You have not. You done Hungry Jack's soft serve.
I did do Hungry Jack's soft serve. Yeah, you're right. So
Is it different to the Macca's soft serve?
Yeah, well, let's get into the Macca's soft serve. All right, let's talk about McDonald's soft serve ice cream. So with this ice cream, right? It's cheap. It's cheap. That's a good thing. That's
How
a big
cheap
tick
are
for
we
me.
talking? Like, are we talking like 5 cents?
It's about 70, 90 cents now, I think. I can't really remember. I just
I
paid on
remember
card.
it
I
to
usually
be
go
50
to the
cents.
prices. Yeah, it used to be 50. I think it's about 70, 90 now.
Remember when it used to be 30 cents?
Oh, back in the day, mate. Back in the day, it was 30 cents. Back when we were young.
Macca's and you could get a 30-cent cone.
Yeah, you got a 30-cent cone, more.
Hey,
But,
dude, can
yeah.
I have a 30-cent cone, please?
Mm.
And then it went to
Yeah.
50. Didn't they put it up to $1 up one stage?
Yeah, maybe. I think it dropped back down, though.
Yeah.
Dropped back down.
Yeah. That would have had to be some really good ice cream for $1.
Oh, yeah, for $1. Yeah, well, you're telling me more. Telling the ice cream expert. So, yeah, I think it's got a kind of good texture. It's kind of very kind of creamy and stuff. You could, a lot of times you get an ice cream and it's kind of a bit, not creamy. It's especially if it's an older ice cream, it's a bit icy rather than creamy. But with soft serves are kind of hard to stuff up because they come out of the big machine, so they're always kind of getting milled around. So it's kind of good creamy texture. Flavor's nothing really to write home about. just kind of pretty plain. And the cone, no good. The Macca's cone, like the ice cream itself, all right. Cone, nothing, man. It's kind of just crispy cardboard, really. It's like the way it kind of go like this, like a kind of disintegrates in your mouth.
You don't
No
like
good.
the cone?
I don't like the cone itself, really. No, I think I've
Okay.
had better cones before. The ice cream itself is fine, but yeah. So convenience and price probably give it a good score, and flavor's pretty acceptable. Cone loses points, and the fact that it's never working also loses the points. So ice cream machine broke, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. When you go to Macca's and the ice cream,
It's not broken. They're just cleaning it. Just say it's not working. We're cleaning it at the moment.
Yeah,
Don't
tell
say
them
it's
you're
broken.
cleaning it. Not
Just
broken.
tell us the
cleaning
truth,
the thing.
McDonald's. Just tell us the truth. We deserve that at least. So I'm going to give Mac a soft serve. 6 ice creams out of 10. Hungry Jacks for life, baby.
The ice creams are better at.
Hungry Jacks.
Yeah.
But wait for KFC soft serve to come out, baby.
Will it be coming out at KFC?
I
Do you
don't
reckon
know, man.
KFC will ever do soft serve?
There's rumors around in the ice cream circles that KFC does have a soft serve that's been in production. They're working on the recipe, but yeah, in the ice cream Discord that I'm in, there's rumors swirling.
What is going to be in the ice cream recipe at Hungry Jack's?
They got 11 secret herbs and spices
In their ice cream too. Okay.
Yeah. They're gonna make a Cajun ice cream, bro.
Nice. I can't wait to taste that.
Mm.
Now, Champ, have you ever been on a dating app?
No, I haven't actually.
You never been on dating apps?
Never.
Would you ever go on a dating app?
No, I don't think so. Maybe if nah,
Tinder?
I could, but I probably could be. I couldn't be bothered really.
Yeah, but no, Champ, I was thinking if you ever do go on a dating app, I have some good pickup lines for you.
Hmm?
So you swipe right on a hot babe, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
But she swipes right on you too. So she likes you. You
Yeah.
start a conversation with her. Do you know how you start up the conversation?
Yeah.
You go hi. You go, hi. Do you like cucumbers? Question mark.
Yep.
She goes, yes or no. Don't then start a conversation. And why she doesn't like cucumbers or why she does like cucumbers.
Hmm.
Then you build your way up to asking said babe out on a date to say your local Macca's or whatever restaurant of choice. You go to your date and then you order something with cucumbers in it, a nice salad, being vegetarian.
Hmm.
You are, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can have a nice salad and then you can talk about a cucumber that is in there
Hmm.
and get her likes, get her dislikes. You end up going home together. And voila, you have that picked up a babe by using my pickup lines for a dating app, Champ.
That's the whole thing. All right. Well, that ended a lot more clean than I thought it was going to.
How did you think I was gonna end it?
Listen, I didn't know, and I didn't care to find out, and that was very.
Do you think I was gonna be like, oh, and then Champ on Hot Babe?
Yeah,
go into the bedroom.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it, Forkman. Don't even say it.
And I do a bit of 50 Shades of Grey.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, listen, if that works, I'd be very surprised, to be honest.
It's worked with me.
Has it?
Yeah.
Maybe I should give it a whirl. Who did it work for? When did you use it? Use it on?
Didn't use it on the wife, someone else.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nice.
But anyway, moving right along to
Moving
Champ.
right
But
along.
lockdown has been lifted across Victoria.
Yeah.
And people have returned to work this week, or some people may have returned to work face to face.
Yeah.
Have you returned to work?
I never left work, baby.
You never left work, but some people have been returning to work. Now, I
Mm.
reckon after you are in lockdown, you get into a habit where you don't want to do any work at the work you do is somewhat not as good as the work you usually do because you've been
Yeah,
doing it from
I
home.
think that's the old working from home thing. Yeah, people forgotten how to work now. I mean,
You're working in your
but
pajamas.
people also realize that they didn't actually do that much work. Now that they're just sitting at home,
Yeah, and,
they're not filling their stuff with generic work things.
yeah,
They're
and you
just
work. You
doing
work
nothing.
from home. You can work in your pajamas.
Mm.
In the workplace, you can't really rock up in your jammies and let it.
Unless pajama day.
Yeah, and you can't rock up with your kid and let it bring your kid to work day.
Exactly.
But what the wifey? The wifey that disagreed. That disagreed. The wife that disagreed
Oh yeah.
with that comment. But no, you can't really show up with your kid to work and let it bring a kid to work day. That would be fun, actually.
Yeah.
Who had the smartest kid?
Oh yeah, mate. Get the kids to work, mate. You take
Yeah.
You just go. Oh, sorry, mate. I'm going for my smoko. You got the reins now, son.
Yeah.
Take the wheel.
Or daughter.
Yeah, or daughter.
And let it be a bus driver or a train driver. You don't want
Yeah,
your kid
good. Take the
driving a
wheels, mate.
train.
Take the wheel, mate. I'm going out for a smoke. So just drop this load off, mate. No worries.
Yeah. So maybe so returning to work. I want to know how our listeners are feeling. If you have returned to work, how are you feeling? If you are about to return to work, how are you feeling? If you're still working from home, how are you feeling? Are you feeling excited like Forkman is?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you feeling?
Let us know.
Or are you feeling?
Let us.
Or are you feeling sick like Forkman? So, Champ, where can people find Forkman and the Champ?
They can find us at our homes, at our places of work, online, in their hearts and minds, in the last place they looked.
Or they can find it on Facebook. Just look for Forkman and the Champ. On Instagram, look for Forkman and the Champ podcast. Or your good podcasting websites, like we're on Spotify, we're on
the big news.
Apple
Gonna drop the big
iTunes,
news.
And then we have some big news for you. We're also on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio.com. Up there with the Kai and Jackie O show. Maybe not cried up there.
The Ron Burgundy show, bro. We're on the same network as Will Farrell. So that's pretty big news.
Yeah, we're now on iHeartRadio.
We have one of the same distributors.
You can listen to us there. So if you do have iHeartRadio and you listen to your podcast that way, you can now find us there too. So you don't have to worry about downloading a separate app. You can listen to us there. Also, you can send messages to us anytime via our podcast page on Anchor. Click the link when the podcast is out, and there's a link you can send your voice recordings to us, whatever recordings you like. Maybe you want to request some money or tell Champ he's a little bit under the nose. Or whatever you want to tell him, or whatever you want to tell Forkman. We love hearing from you. You can also email us 24/7 at Forkman and the Champ podcast at gmail.com. And Champ, do you have any shout outs?
I'd like to give a shout out to the listeners and for listening for 50 episodes. I know it's been pretty hard to record 50 episodes, but I imagine it's been even harder to listen to 50 episodes. So thanks to the listeners.
And here's to another 50.
Here's to another 500 podcasts.
Oh my God. And then once we get to 550, we stop.
We stop.
We retire.
We retire.
We'll
do the Macca's party then.
Do the Macca's party, episode 550, when they finally let Macca's party return.
Exactly. More
because you can get COVID at Macca's parties apparently.
Oh yeah, mate.
You can get it anyway, actually. But my shout outs, I'd like to also thank the listeners for coming on this wild ride over the last 50 episodes. I hope you have enjoyed it like we have. Also, like to give a shout out to Mr. Charlie and also to good old friend Brian Madigan. Brian Madigan, who had been a guest on this podcast from time to time. Thank you for all your support during the past year, and we hope to have you back on somewhere in the next 50 episodes, maybe even our 100th episode. We may get on.
The
Anyway,
550th.
Until next time, I've been Forkman.
I've been Matthew, the champ.
And
Ciao for now, not forever.
And remember to always wash your hands with soap, water, and hand sanitizers. And don't forget to wear your masks indoors.
Stay safe and look after each other, people.
Ciao for now. Goodbye. Love
Why
you.
did you say ciao for now? I just said that.
Why did I say ciao for now?
Ciao for now is my that's it. I'll see you everywhere. Goodbye.